What is up, YouTube? How are you guys doing out there? We are glad to be with you after watching that fun race. What is up? We're going to get started here in just a second, but we figure we jump in and start chatting and have you guys come and listen with all the jokes that we got going on.
So we have a group chat with the racing addicts, and they are not big fans of the Austin.
Apparently
Dillon
not, no.
And so I changed our name to Here for the Addicts and Austin Dillon, and changed our logo to the 3.
Yes, perfect. I love it.
Oh man, quit using
this
this
is
chat.
cyberbullying.
You know, at this point, you're not wrong.
She's like, well, hold up.
Let's see.
Oh, man.
Hold
Hold
on,
Wait, please.
please. All right, so
Leave me alone,
all right, we're
please.
good there. All right, let me get the music ready, and then we'll get started with the actual podcast, like the official stuff.
The official Here for the Speed podcast.
Just stop. just
Sunday.
Sunday.
Be here to watch chicken shit moves. The podcast.
I mean,
You and your family will be entertained.
all right, let's see. This is. I gotta get her song pulled up.
So is the Intimidator back?
I mean, I put the 3 car out here. So. Wait, DJ, you got the camera on the screen?
Yeah, it's just not.
Let me
showing.
line the diecast to make sure that look.
The Intimidator.
I gotta make sure we can see Austin Dillon here.
Called to the holler for a-
Who?
Who?
Joey Logano was called to the holler because they have a video and he like almost ran over Austin.
I've been saying that since it happened.
Whoa, his wife and kids.
Like, there's the
All right, so
Oh,
I don't know if y'all
whoa,
can hear
whoa.
Lindsay.
Real
I'm
chicken
sure
shit
this
moves.
is not. Oh, Lindsay, bring the video. I'm
I-
sure this isn't menacingly because that's not Logano. He may be.
menacingly. I don't know what happened, but it looked bad on the video I saw.
All right, here we go. Joey Logano coming down pit road hot, obviously upset.
Probably look for his hot wife.
And she was like, "What? Yeah."
Oh yeah, right when
looks-
she was trying to cross the track, Logano is just driving like a complete freaking
It
dick.
looked worse from the.
Look
the
at
front
this.
side.
Look at this. He stops right there to probably talk some mad crap, and then just does a burnout right there in front of his wife and kids. That honestly, that's why you don't
Yes.
act like a freaking like a dummy.
What is
Okay,
up,
right.
everybody? Thank you for joining us in the chat. If you guys have a question that you want to see us answer on the show today, just send it into the chat below. We're going to answer it later in the show. We just got other things we want to talk about,
man.
like that ending of that race.
Everybody in all my
always
group
forget.
chats about racing are not big fans of this.
All right, let me
They
know.
just don't know real
Are
racing.
you guys ready to start the?
I
the-
always forget that's a forbidden word.
All right, I'm going to start it before we get too far into this.
Wait.
Oh, gosh.
I gotta send the links, DJ.
I can still do my
Wait,
intro.
to be clear, are we not allowed
Wait,
to
I want to hear the intro because I wrote half of it.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
Please let me know when I'm cleared to
making
do
sure.
this.
wait, because I got to do the thing.
Oh my gosh! This is what I have to deal
well,
with.
now we have more things. I got to send the thing.
Yeah, welcome to what I have to deal with.
Yeah, but I can't do anything because you don't post the thing earlier.
Well, there's only so much I can do.
that is crazy.
Hold on, I'm cranking them out.
Are you okay? Okay.
One more, DJ.
One more.
One more.
You sound like me when I talk to my kids.
One more.
One more time.
One more time. One more time, DJ. I swear.
Oh, Matt.
Are we good now?
Matt.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, y'all shut up.
Gucci D, go.
Oh my God, Matt.
Daytona 500 champ wins a clutch victory at Richmond after being in a must-win position since the start of the season. The option tire seems to create a good amount of passing. So is this the answer we've been looking for? We are here for the speed. What is up? My name is DJ. I'm glad to be with you guys. I am joined by the one and only.
Long-time supporter of Austin Dillon. Admits much criticism. I'm Jake.
It's just Jeff here.
What is up, local Brad Keselowski fan? Today was not a great day for us. The 3 beats the 6. Let's move on to Michigan.
Well, that was okay. Well,
That's what I got. I mean, come on,
3
man.
beats to 6.
3 beats
yeah,
the 6.
you know. So, what do you guys think of? What did you guys think of the ending?
Hold on. First, before we get there, I just realized our song, like, this has got to be Austin Dillon's theme song.
Oh, stop.
Man, no more.
It's gonna be one of those podcasts.
Never
Sean.
It's
gonna
gonna be
lose
a
my
fun-
sauce. Come on, bro.
No.
No, legit. I thought it was over after that restart. Logano, I don't think he jumped, but it was close. Like he was on it.
Oh, you
Like,
want to
he-
jump right into it?
He had his number on that. I mean, we got to go to the restart. That's what everybody tuned in for. Is
Say that
going
one
on
more
here.
time. He had his number.
He had his number.
Number, bro.
But man, Austin just, bro, did not care.
No, he said his throttle hung wild. It was crazy. I mean, that's what you got to expect. I mean, it's a lower team. RCR, they've been struggling. So, I mean, I'm sure parts are harder.
Excuse me, sir.
So his throttle
Put some
had to have hung.
Put some respect on the Daytona 500 champion's name.
Stop. Just stop.
Coke 600 champion as well. Thank you.
Yeah. So I
Let him know.
Lindsay,
said, "Let 'em
in
know."
case y'all don't know, Lindsay, my wife, she
This
is
is a toxic
she has been an
household.
Austin Dillon fan through and through from the beginning. Not a bandwagon.
That is
She
true.
has
Die
always
hard.
been a Austin Dillon fan. I
Since
don't
he
know
got
why.
the ride for free. It's
Something.
wild.
I mean, she's met his wife a
wife.
few times, and I don't know. Like maybe that's why. I don't know. They had a TV show there for a little while. I guess I don't know. Anyway, she's an Austin Dillon fan, so she was excited. But we all kind of thought it was over after lap
Yes.
1 on that restart, and we were wrong. We were definitely wrong.
How could you not? I mean, kind of walking into it, the one and only caution for the race, which, in my opinion, this race, I thought it felt supernatural. I didn't think we needed any more cautions. I was like, this is great. I like the race.
Honestly,
I enjoyed it.
I did not miss a caution this Richmond race.
We're
No.
definitely
Like, and it's
Yeah.
not because we like Rex and we like whatever. It just
Well, I do.
I'm
I'm open about it. I
We-
like
we
chaos.
know you
That's
do.
fine.
But,
I'm a Bradford
but
fan. Come
it's
on.
not because you like the wreck. It's because of the variable strategy that comes from that.
Yeah, I like the throw a wrench at the plan and
yes.
see who wins.
And
I like
but
that.
you didn't need that today.
No.
That's
NASCAR
this.
provided plenty of that with 2 tires.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
This was very old school in the way that the way you played the strategy really mattered a lot. Not so much so everybody's on equal playing fields and who has the most. Like, I mean, they were on equal playing fields, but there was additional tools in your arsenal that you could use. Do I use them now? Like Daniel Suarez smoked everybody on the use of the red tires.
that was
yeah.
wild.
Like
Yeah, that was
nobody
good.
had. I mean, he didn't win the race, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
A few changes and maybe. I mean,
he was running 20th.
he started 21st.
he almost like he had the
But that's
tire.
where it was until he was on red tire.
Yeah.
He had the tire set up. It's almost like he couldn't keep up the car. Like the car, he didn't make the right changes for the car.
Well, I feel like or I feel like using the set of red tires first probably hurt him a little bit,
Yeah,
because
but
he
it gave
didn't
him all
have
that-
that,
I mean,
second one later.
He's walking out of this race with a stage win.
And
probably the first one of the
What did he
year.
finish? Like 6? Did you get it? No, you don't have it pulled up.
No.
I think he finished top 10. I mean, he was 6th, right? So
I
I
mean,
mean,
come on, that's a banger
I-
of a day for
honestly,
someone who's
with
already
the-
got a win. Come
with
on.
the drama of the ending, I totally missed the.
I don't
where
even
he
know the top
finished.
10. Yeah, I don't.
I
even
don't know
the top
either.
10.
I just know Logano was backwards. He finished 10th.
Suarez.
So running 20 at stage 1, flipped the strategy a little bit on the red tires. He was the most gained.
Get yourself a top
McDowell,
10.
we saw him try to do the same thing. He didn't make out with
No.
it. But like, I feel like
But
as
Mc-
a
did-
whole, this
McDowell
was a
finished
success.
way
Yeah.
better or ran way better than he was
Yeah.
going to.
I like
being
that.
the second one to jump to that tire.
My only concern, not to be a downer on what was a really good race, is I hope the teams don't learn and everybody goes to the same strategy.
What seems like the first on the Reds kind of help.
But it seems like it may not. It may not. Like if you only like okay. Y'all heard me from the beginning. Like I like the Reds, but I wish they were all Reds. By third of the way through stage 3, I was like, nope. I take it back. I want limited Reds because that provided options. I really thought everybody was going to use them at the same time.
Right.
I really did. But I
No, it's
didn't
kinda
really
surprising.
factor if you're 20th, maybe use Reds now. That's on me. I didn't think about that, but I don't want to see. I would like to see the Reds be the normal, and then there's a new red that's softer. The red becomes the primary, the prime tires they call it, and then there's another one that only lasts like 25 laps because these last like 40 laps.
Roughly. Yeah.
That was
40
about
before
the
you started.
change in the graph
Before you started
on lap
falling.
time.
Yeah.
So like I could use a little bit softer, but
So let's jump into the ratings, right?
yeah, race rating.
Yeah. DJ, you want to start off?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and start. So I was, the beginning of this race, the first half, I was very, I was like, man, I'm loving the strategy. You got someone that I forgot, I think it was Suarez, and then I forgot there was another McDowell, I think were the two that started the whole red tire thing first, the prime tire or the option tire. And I was like really interested in the strategy for the first, half of the race. Kind of got into that middle bit of the race and it's kind of started kind of getting a little drunk out. I'm like, oh, great. We don't have any cautions. We don't have anything going on. Getting a little kind of worried about it. And then, man, the end, it started to coming together where the Reds, I keep saying the Reds, but it's really the option and the prime tire really started. So, man, it really elevated it for me. So, I mean, overall, I'd say it was a solid 8.
Okay. Yeah,
Solid
that's
8.
fair.
Yeah.
That's good.
Solid 8.
Yeah.
Me
Jake?
next. I would say the first stage I was kind of feeling the same because that first stage was so short, 70 laps I think. There was no real option. Pit in the middle, get to the end, whatever.
Yeah.
That's stage 1. But then once we get to a longer stage and the
Second one was what,
the
160 laps?
Yes.
Yeah. Much
Once
longer.
that then opened the door for more options, like a lot more options. You can either do a 2-stop or a 1-stop. And so to me, the race really came alive right there,
Yeah.
and then from there, I was really enjoying the race. So I would say for me, especially the end, and this has nothing to do with the drama because I could have gone without the caution and been perfectly fine. Obviously, that added like a ton of excitement, but like the overall, just the race playing out and Austin Dillon, like, I mean, hats off to them guys. We've seen the last like month or two, like some wins be stolen. Kyle Larson, Brickyard, Brad probably should have won that race. Austin Cindric, obviously we went a little hard on that win, but a couple weeks ago. Like this, like Austin Dillon was straight up fast.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
fast.
His car came alive at night.
And
Sure.
I mean, he was solid for practice. Like he was a top 10, if not maybe a top 5 car during what you could see for practice and qualifying and maybe the first half of the race. But man, I mean, nobody once the sun was gone and you were on that last like 80 lap run, no one was stopping him. He
Yeah.
was running it.
yeah,
So-
so
Hats off. That was great.
I think to me, the fastest car won. Now, we'll probably dig into the finish, exactly how that last corner went a little bit more. But to me, the fastest car won. He was the best guy at the end of that race, definitely before the yellow. And I mean, I probably rate it a little higher because I'm like, if
You're a
y'all know
fanboy.
it,
We know.
No.
You know?
If y'all have listened, y'all know how I feel about Richmond. And it's not good.
It's not a,
Yeah.
I was probably the first one with a pitchfork saying,
Burn it.
one race just because it's been here for a while. I don't care if we ever come back. But now this, I'm down. I'm totally down. So I give it a 9 out of 10.
Wow.
Yes.
okay.
I thoroughly enjoy this race. I needed no chaos. I would probably give it the same rating without the late race caution.
That's fair.
It was a great race.
Jeffro?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of agree with both of y'all, but I'm going to go meet in the middle. I'm going to go 8.5. And the reason I'm going to go 8.5 is because my expectations for this race were so low.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can tell from our last like real podcast where we were like, man, this ending sucks, and we have to come back to Richmond. This sucks.
Yeah, I was right
And
there
then-
with
Yep.
you. I
And
was
then-
right
and
there
then-
with you.
And then it was just like, like this ended up being really good. So like because of my low expectations and how this race actually panned out,
Give it a
I'm gonna
3.
give it an 8.5. I mean, I like the strategy. It gives me an old school like vintage feel.
Yes,
for people who
bro.
have been fans for like a long
And that's
time.
something that Matt, no disrespect or whatever, but
I'm
like
so
you guys haven't being
I can't
around
believe
for
you'd bring
8
any of this
years.
up.
Hold on, being around for 8 years, you guys haven't seen a race like this in like probably ever. Like they just don't come around, and this is how races used to be. What are we, 2024? So maybe 2009, 10
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Like you'd get a handful of these, not a couple, but a handful a year, and you could appreciate the true attrition of the whole event as a whole. You didn't need yellows. You just needed strategy and all these different things.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
it's like a throwback in a way.
Yeah.
This is the new throwback.
Exactly.
Bring the old scheme. No.
Yeah, no,
I'm with you
I
there.
agree. Yeah, it was just a really solid race, a lot of drama. You had it all. You had a wreck. You had a bunch of strategy. You had
A wreck.
You had
It was a good one.
You had just vehicle malfunctions in general from Toyota, which we'll talk about, I'm sure, a little bit. But Joe Gibbs kind of dropping the ball there.
Big surprise.
But yeah,
Again?
If there's
But
going to be an
again-
engine blow up, it's going to be JGR.
And of course, it happens to the guy who's dominant at this track most of the time, but whatever. But yeah.
Interesting. No yellow for that. I mean, he didn't drop anything. Nothing.
No,
But,
it was pretty clean.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think he caught it early enough.
I'm surprised NASCAR with him blowing up and smoke rolling out with no cautions to that point. We're like, yellow. There might be something.
I saw scissors on the back stretch.
We'll get
what was your
into
rating?
that. We'll get into that.
That's a
yeah.
preview. and
8.5.
8.5.
We call
8.5.
that
What
foreshadow.
about you, Matt?
Well,
6
nostalgically,
for Brad.
no, we're gonna give it a 3 for Austin. I think
No,
that's fair.
I got you one. 3 times 3.
3 times 3.
Perfect. How did you know I did my math, bro? You look at my notes.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
I mean, I thought you guys kind of hit on a lot of the stuff. I thought the race was very, very entertaining. I thought it was a very solid race. There wasn't a lot I would really want to change. I mean, everyone had their strategies.
Isn't
There
that
was comers or
crazy?
goers.
Isn't that crazy?
There's not much I would want to change.
Compared to Richmond this spring.
Oh yeah.
Night
I
and
mean,
day.
what you just said is so
What?
like the weight of what you just said. There's
There's
nothing
not
to
much
change.
I'd want to change. That was great.
Versus-
NASCAR called
versus spring is bulldoze the place.
Yeah.
We're done. I don't want to come back here. And now you're like,
Well,
no, it's perfect. Leave it alone.
We had such a bitter taste with the whole Denny Hamlin thing in the spring race. Like, I mean, we were all
but it's
mad.
not even that. But the whole race wasn't great.
They started on rain. It was the first run of rain tires to start a race. Like, it had its. I mean, it was a solid probably 5 or 6.
But there was also some sour notes that the NASCAR would not allow the teams to make the decisions, which we'll get into because that rule has now changed.
Yeah, there's
but-
a lot that's changed. But I mean, realistically, I'd probably right around.
But
an
you remember
8.
how many extra caution
That's
laps
fair.
and all the things? Like this is such a far call
Oh yeah.
from where we were in the spring.
No, they're not
Far
afraid. It
cry.
feels.
Far call.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Farkle.
Far quad.
Far call.
I felt like it was very natural.
Number 3, my lord.
I felt like NASCAR.
It's perfect for this week.
I'm going hunting.
I felt like NASCAR did the right pick with only giving him 2 reds. I was about it. I was like that. You know what? That's smart. Throw him
Yeah.
on early, risk it in the back end, or save him till the late, and then you turn
Yeah.
into like Ross Chastain. He was like, I had reds sitting there. I never used them. It's like I
Still
couldn't.
finished 4th or 5th, depending on how they determine the official standings, whatever. But
Yeah.
it's top 5 for sure.
I mean, amazing. Like, and you only needed 1 set of reds, or you have people like Suarez who was running up front most of the race. Where did he finish? Did we find that out?
10th, yeah.
10th. So he ran through both of his, got a stage 1, and finished 10th. I mean, it's
good,
crazy
good
how
day
things
for.
change.
I mean,
It was a good day for Suarez. He got a stage win. He can throw that onto the bank.
it was honestly like, man, like I feel like the fate was really within the team's hands.
Yeah.
It was,
because
yeah.
because of the limitation of 2, and this is where I got to go back and like if I would have had my way, quote unquote, it would have been.
Well, it's not Burger
It
King,
would have
so
been
You don't rule.
So dumb.
fact, but like it would have been all reds, and we probably would have seen a similar race to the spring. So like I mean, I would definitely own. I mean, I'm right a lot, but not this time.
And that's what you say.
We
I'm
cherish
just
these
messing.
moments,
I'm
everybody.
just messing.
We
that's what he
cherish
says.
these.
I'm just messing. But no, I mean, in all seriousness, like
Clip
I man.
So
bro,
it looks like the real what was it? The real controversy is this whole Joey Logano running over people.
Watch, no, it looks bad here.
Allegedly.
Watch.
he's playing GTA.
The
Oh,
official.
wow.
There was an official.
From that angle,
you
it
see
looked
the
bad.
official?
That angle's bad.
No.
Watch. There's an official
Who's
right here.
he going to talk to?
Get wrecked, son. That's all he
And
said.
then he takes off
drove
immediately.
Who is that in that gray shirt?
I don't know.
Austin Dillon's team crew chief, maybe.
It's Kyle Busch. No, I don't know who it is. So we're watching the replay of the 20 coming down pit road. Austin Dillon's obviously standing on top of his car for the win, and Joey Logano was
can't
kind
tell.
of driving like a maniac.
Is this on the? Is this on our stream?
No,
And he tried to.
it's really difficult.
He was
for me
just
to do
running
that.
wild. Like he was just seeing red. It looks like he was running down pit road trying to get to that pit box as quick as possible to yell at these guys.
with a broken tie rod.
Yeah, with a broken tie rod, and you see officials jumping out of the way. Is that RC right there?
So
Richard
so
Childress?
you see
No,
the lady.
that's Johnny
hold on.
Morris.
Johnny
That
Morris.
is
is
Johnny
standing-
That's
Morris.
Johnny Morris.
Oh, gosh.
Who's old, very old. Sorry, not to be mean, but he can't move out of the way of a moving car.
Poor man.
I'm
Go
pretty
bring
sure.
him in.
Oh.
Okay, you see the blue pants right there on the right side?
Yeah,
Sorry, we're
That's
looking at this
Austin
video.
Dillon's wife.
And kid.
that's Austin
Which one?
Dillon's
Which
wife
one?
in the
Oh, okay,
shorts.
okay. The shorts is Austin Dillon's wife, but isn't that a pit crew
That's even
member's
closer.
wife, Lindsay?
Yeah, that's their friend.
So
That's a
this,
friend.
this
Yeah.
is the family coming out to get ready to celebrate with Austin Dillon. The pit crew's already out there.
That's what's
and so
happening.
he's going
Yeah.
to go tell
Yep.
somebody something.
Okay.
And there's a group of family
Wow.
members and Johnny Morris sponsors, however, very distasteful for
yeah,
Joey
yeah.
Logano.
So
Yeah.
I'll work on
Bueno.
being able to share that.
And Lindsay,
We're
you
still
did say
working
he
on
was
stuff.
called to the holler.
He was.
That's what the comments.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like he's
I
going.
feel like Joey Logano is about to get hammered with some kind of massive penalty.
He might, because I mean, honestly, at the end of the race, in all honesty, Matt, me and you have been there on pit road.
Oh,
Are
can't
you
do that.
looking for that? Are you
No.
looking for our car to try to go figure out what?
Especially if
not
you're the
our
winner.
car, but you know what we're
Oh
doing.
yeah, you want to go like find the car like as quick as possible.
Well, especially if it's
you're
your
just trying to figure out
family.
where we're at.
It's-
Yeah, I
it's
mean
their
that
family.
to me is completely unacceptable.
Yeah, that's the part I was talking about where I'm like, dude, it looks like he almost tried to hit people. Now that's the worst angle to me.
So now here's what's interesting.
Yeah.
It's just
NASCAR has
short track
proven.
racing.
I don't know how y'all feel about this, but this is how I feel. NASCAR has proven if social media blows this up, it results in a penalty.
I think
The
they
whole Bubba Wallace penalty
Everyone
from Chicago is
blow it
only
up.
because social media blew it up, and
yeah.
NASCAR had to react.
Yep.
So, in my opinion, because there's kids and wives walking out to meet their family, blow it up, man.
Yep.
That's
I
not
agree.
That's
cool.
wild.
No.
And I would tell you that for any other driver.
Yep. I completely agree. I don't
That's
care if that
unacceptable.
was Ross Chastain. I'd be saying the same thing.
100%.
I think it
And
was
he
Ross
cussed
Chastain
on live
actually.
TV.
No.
I'm pretty sure the TV's going to say it's Ross's
Listen,
fault.
Joey, if you're listening to this, guess what? It's just short track racing.
Okay, should we break down the last two laps?
Yes, I think we should.
Yeah.
Before we
Okay,
get
So
into
before
talking-
that,
No, yeah,
the
let's-
caution. Let's start with a caution.
Okay.
So
Standard.
Ricky Spinhouse
Recky spin.
doing what Ricky Spinhouses do. Just sends it in.
DJ, can I say that tasteful word that Joey Logano repeated on TV? Can we?
I
say
would
that?
prefer if you didn't.
Okay.
But if
was
you
a
What?
chicken
must,
He
turd
just said
move.
crap.
I mean,
It's a
if,
chicken turd move.
if you
The
must, you must.
best, the best is when Joey Logano is like in the moment and he's like cussing and all this stuff, and he gets halfway through the interview and like reality sets in. He's like, "That move, it's just a bunch of crap."
He's one of a guy.
His PR person's over there like, "Stop,
Mr. Logano, please.
You can't backtrack.
Dude, I just imagine a
can't
PR.
Coke Zero will not like this."
I just imagine that the PR guy is holding.
your Coke and
I just
shut it.
imagine the PR guy's holding up a swear jar, like stop, please.
So Recky decided to just punt one of his good friends, Justin Halo.
No.
Okay, I think
no, Ryan Priest.
Ryan
Priest.
Priest. Oh, he punted
I thought
Ryan Priest
Ryan
into the wall.
Priest
Ryan
back in the
Peace.
drama again. Again.
Punts him.
Agano. He's back in the drama Agano.
You know Recky's like, I'm not going through a whole race without a caution. Absolutely not.
It
I
is
will-
my
It's
job.
unacceptable.
Listen, my name
No,
is
like
Ricky
he's
Stenhouse. I
like-
have one job.
Yeah, bro. He has like we got to keep the quota.
See, I'm not gonna lie. During the
ordered a pizza.
during the race, we were talking. During the race, we were like, nah, Ryan Priest kind of came down. But I mean, to be fair, Spinhouse could have stopped. He could have.
No,
he could have stopped.
I think you're wrong, Jeff. I think he's like,
He came down.
there ain't no freaking way RCR's winning.
Yeah.
Could be.
I think so.
So JFB, can you enlighten us on what that audio is during the Pocono caution? I don't remember what that is. Just put it in the chat. I don't remember what he said.
Oh yeah, throw that in there, bud.
I'm curious.
Yeah, I don't know about
so
that.
he
And then
caused the caution.
We also hear that Hamlin may have been called to the hauler as well.
I
we
saw him
did
walk
see a
in
video
there.
of him walking into the
So
hall.
it's
With
possible.
that, I don't know about because Hamlin looked pretty chill on the cooldown lap.
For the most part, yeah.
But Hamlin is the team owner of the 45, who after the race was over
Bumped him a little bit.
bumped the 3-car pretty hard going into turn 1,
So
which
maybe-
was uncalled for.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's not your team.
Not your dog.
There, you got to find that line and you got to separate it.
Yeah, I agree.
Did
Yeah.
your boss get wrecked? It is what it is. He's not on the same team. You got to, you know what I mean? Like that's that.
No, I feel you.
What's up, Alex? I see Alex from Racing Addicts is in too.
Oh, Racing Podcast is in. Let's go.
Racing Addicts podcast. Yeah.
Wow.
So, anyways,
So he wrecked him.
we go to
Caused a
the
caution.
green white checker.
I mean, they all came down and threw on reds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone but Chastain, which how that happened, I don't know.
Maybe he didn't want to be farther back. Well, no, did he come in and get yellows?
But no, I don't know what he did.
He would have had to come in and get yellows, right?
Right? I don't know what he did.
Wait, what happened?
Hold on.
Because
We could have
everyone,
won this race. People
everyone-
running people over. This is what you do.
everyone just nobody stayed out, right? Like everyone came in and pitted.
Nobody stayed out.
Was he a lap down? Was that what happened?
Ooh, he may have been.
Maybe he was a lap down, got his lucky call, decided not to pit, but still.
You know what? There was
There's so
16
much that happened in the 3 laps. We don't know everything.
Same.
Sorry.
There was 16 cars last I knew on the lead lap,
Green, white
and
checker.
it ended with a lot more on.
No,
So
because he was top 10 during that yellow. I'm pretty sure.
I don't
My
know.
fantasy picks were looking solid.
So
I don't- yeah, whatever.
Green, white checker.
I don't even care about my
We
fantasy
all-
picks. That was an awesome race.
It's because you're in last.
We all
Yeah.
decided.
All right,
you know,
all right.
True.
Let's get through this.
I'm not in last.
Guys,
Inside.
Close to
let's
last.
get through the story.
Oh,
inside
yeah, anyway.
was the lane to be, right? We all said it. We're like, inside
Yep.
is the lane to be.
Yep.
You want to be on the inside because worst case scenario, you just use up the outside.
Yep.
8 tires better than 4. So a little short track racer. He decided. I'm gonna go a little.
Wasn't no, it was at
He's like,
Martinsville.
I'm gonna go a little faster.
Yo, someone
Oh.
clip that face he made.
So I don't think he jumped the restart. I think he was just rolling with more speed. I truly do.
No, he played the game
He
well.
played the game very well.
Yeah.
So he was just running faster.
I will say, while we're talking about that restart, Austin Dillon did not play the game well. Not
No,
that
he
he's
didn't.
in, but he
Why
does.
wait?
But he doesn't get a lot of practice.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
fair.
You know what I mean?
It's first time all year, I think. So the first time in
years.
2 years. And I think the last time he had to worry about this, the whole field wrecked at Daytona. So
Yeah, he was like
with
the only
with
clean
Tyler
car.
Reddick pushing him
yeah.
a lap down.
So anyway, so we go through first lap. I mean, it all strung out. What, the 22 was in the lead.
Yep.
You know,
We
Austin
thought it was
Dillon-
over. First
we thought
lap,
it was over for
thought it was
sure.
over. Joey Logano gonna somehow squeeze out another one.
Yep.
All right.
Here we go. Turn 3, last lap. He just
The funniest.
throttle hung, quote unquote. Barrel
Hold
drove
on.
it in.
Austin never said that. But
To be fair,
Oh, I'm
he-
helping. I'm helping his
he
cause.
said it like it did.
Oh, he said it. Hit the 22. 22 went up into the wall. 22 is nowhere to be found. And then the 11 catches the brake. He's like, oh, you guys are slow. Let me just sneak on through here, buddy.
Yep.
The
All right,
3's
so-
like, absolutely not.
Let's back it up. Let's back it up. Incident by incident. The Logano Austin Dillon thing, fair or not?
100%
In your
it's just
in,
racing.
in your opinion.
Hold on.
It's fair because he won.
well,
That's the only reason it's fair.
No. Here's the thing: am I driving the car or not? If I'm driving the car,
No. As viewers, we're as we love the brand
As-
Couch Racer, we are all couch racers watching this. We're enjoying this. We are fans. In your opinion, was it a fair move?
no. Objectively,
Based
Of all the people, not you.
no. Here's
How can you be a Ross fan? No,
No,
we're
no.
done. We're done,
No,
DJ.
no,
We're done.
no, listen,
You
listen.
gotta pick a new driver.
No,
right
listen, he
now.
was my driver first. You can back off.
Where's your mic?
No, stop
no,
it.
this man.
Listen, no. Let
you
me-
said you were a Suarez fan first, not a
No,
Ross fan.
No, I was a Ross fan first. I had bought a T-shirt of Ross before I bought anything from Suarez.
Sus.
Anyway,
We're like judging
no.
each other's
Here's my
integrity
argument.
here.
Here's my argument. If I'm driving, 100% I'm doing the same thing. Is it something that I think is fair? No, but it's what you got to do
See, but this
to
is where
get your
you
win.
come from being an Indy and a Formula fan before being a NASCAR fan.
That's a little true.
So you're gross.
Moving
on.
You're not
So
wrong.
you're
No, but like,
I've been playing.
gross is
I'm
crazy.
muting Jake now. He's done. All right, you thought I was kidding.
You have too much power.
Yes, I do. No,
right.
so no, that's what I mean. As I think as a objectively looking at it, like it was kind of dirty, but I would do the exact same thing. So
I think based off of what I've seen from Logano and Hamlin, I think it's completely fair and justified.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Matt?
That's 100%
Argument
fair because he won the race. If he did all that and still lost, absolute chicken turds. Chicken turd of a move. We're not doing this nonsense. This guy should be blacklisted. But he won the race. We've said it. I've said it a few times. You win the race. You got the trophy. You got the money. Who cares what anyone else thinks? You know, if NASCAR deems it worthy, who cares? Why do you care what 42 other people think about your move? Guess what? You won.
Here's my
You
opinion.
just got to worry about it next week.
Dale Earnhardt Sr., who also drove the 3-car, is a legend because of things like that.
It's also a 7-time champ. All right.
Hold on. Hold on.
Calm down there.
They have
Austin
the same
still got
amount of
time.
Daytona 500s. I can't even say that with a straight face. That makes me almost sick. No, but in all seriousness, like that is the thing that made Dale Sr. Dale Senior. Dale
Senior.
Sorry, this isn't Dale Senior.
Senor.
Senor Dale.
This is what made Dale Senior famous. This is what made NASCAR famous.
Yeah, but people like them.
1979 Daytona 500. The guys leading the race crash on the backstretch, coming to the race for the win. Like this is NASCAR.
Yes.
So this to me is fair game all day long. Like we saw, like Matt said, like, man, he might get penalized. And we kind of hashed out because of the Lane Riggs issue a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
Which is a fair point. But I think there's a line of you're in the middle of the race versus at the end of the race going for the win.
Going for the win.
And at that
Oh,
point,
that's the key.
gloves are off, boys have at 'em, and the Logano incident specifically, we'll talk about the Hamlin, but the Logano incident, that is a classic Dale Earnhardt, Terry Labonte, Bristol, 1995.
Rattle his cage.
And 3, I think. Yeah, I mean, that's all Austin was doing.
He was trying to put him in the cage fence. That's
Wow.
what he was trying to do.
But I mean, I'm for it. That was
Yeah.
exciting.
I thought
I can't be mad at it when it was
No,
so
you really
entertaining to
No,
watch.
I agree.
I thought Joey was rightfully angry at the end. I really do.
Oh,
Oh,
I get it.
100%.
yeah, I thought it could have been a lot worse, but Joey's just kind of.
You know what?
Joey should be mad.
100%.
The other part
I thought Denny Hamlin was like
I don't know,
not
man,
mad
like-
enough.
Okay, so now let's
I don't know,
talk
how are
about the
you
Denny
mad?
Hamlin. You want to break it down, Matt? Break
Nah,
it
you
down.
break it down.
Okay, so after Austin Dillon does his thing with Logano, excuse me, sir. Let me rattle your cage first.
You can be 20th. See you next week.
You haven't been in the picture, so get out of the way. To me, this is my
Neither has
opinion.
Austin.
Hamlin is going to come up because this is what Hamlin does.
Block
He's
him.
going to squeeze Austin probably in the fence just to kill his momentum. And he's hoping Austin, who doesn't run up top and up front a lot, is going to probably kind of concede to that a little bit because we see this with
Or even try to dog
Kyle
bomb
Larson.
low.
We see this with other top drivers. We've seen this with Chastain. And honestly, Chastain's kind of fallen in line with Hamlin and just kind of been like, I mean, Hamlin's a top dog and this is what he does. Like, he's going to defend his right to be top dog. Austin doesn't care.
I'm pretty sure Austin's steering was broke. That's why.
Okay, stop.
He
You
hit
got
him.
to
I
stop
mean,
with all these rumors. So to me, it looks like Austin doesn't care if Hamlin wants to run him in the fence. He's going to come down, and they both collide. Austin's coming to squeeze him low to make his corner exit difficult, and Hamlin's coming high to squeeze him in the fence.
Yeah.
And they just collide. And it is what it is. And at that point where they collide, Hamlin's going to be the loser. And Austin almost was too to the 45.
Oh, yeah.
But it was just enough to win, right? So to me, it's all fair game. It's just a coincidence of a green-white checker at a short track. Everybody's still really close, and they're both knowing this is the race between the two of us, and they're both making aggressive moves to put each other in a bad spot, and they collided.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. I completely disagree with Denny Hamlin and Tyler Reddick's comments of a right hook because that was not the intent. We saw that last year with Chase Elliott right hook and Denny Hamlin at Charlotte. We would all agree that was
Yep.
a right hook that was very unintentional. Same with Bubba Wallace and Kyle Larson. That was an intentional right hook. I'm straight. We're both going straight. I'm turning left. Screw you. That wasn't it. They're both coming up and down at the same time.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. What thoughts?
I agree. I think the Hamlin thing, if you want to consider them two separate incidences,
You
I
have
think,
to,
I think
right?
the Hamlin thing is just hard racing. I think the Logano thing was I'm gonna wreck you for the win. So
Bump and run, baby.
yeah. So bump and run, you just happen to wreck. So
I mean, listen, the
Like,
amount of
I
times we have seen Logano do a bump and run and
yeah.
totally fence the guy in front. He did
no,
it with
let's
William
not
Byron.
even call it a bump
Hold
and
on.
run, bro.
He
Let's call
did-
him wrecking for the win.
Yes. What is it?
That's worse.
He didn't
He put William Byron
was
in
I
the
would say
wall
wasn't
last
it
year
at Richmond?
Darlington.
Darlington.
It was the throwback
Darlington.
week.
Yeah, he.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the one
They
specifically
do it
with
all the time.
Byron.
It's just
Yeah.
they win, so it kind of gets
Logano
overlooked.
wrecks
So, I mean,
teammates
it
for
is
the
what
win,
it
bro.
is, man.
He wrecked Brad so much he left the team.
Yeah.
like,
Bullied him
mean,
off the team, bro.
Yeah, like
It's a
so.
fact.
I think, like you guys said, I think with Hamlin, I think that's more of a racing incident kind of thing. Two
Yeah.
guys going for it. Austin may have. You could maybe argue that maybe he was, a little frazzled from everything going on and wasn't thinking 100% straight.
Do you
and
think?
Hamill was just trying to send it to get in?
I feel it was more primal. It's like, if I don't do this, I will not win, period.
Do
Yeah.
you think if Austin Dillon didn't win
that's
that
my
race,
opinion.
he'd
To
be
me-
penalized?
I kind of get, just to reply to Jeff's comments real quick. This gives me vibes of Denny Hamlin and Larson and Chastain at Pocono. I'm taking this line. You either choose to back out or not,
Yeah.
or be
yeah.
fenced.
Yep.
You know, and Austin saying, I have to win, so I'm not.
Yeah.
And
So-
turn left.
So, yeah. So, Matt, did you have
I
anything?
said, the only thing I want to bring up was, do you think Austin Dillon would have been penalized if he did not win the race? Let's say the
No.
45 won and he got second.
To
No.
me, no.
You know,
'Cause I don't
I
think.
don't think so.
Well,
But
it
maybe-
depends.
Maybe.
But the thing is, he's not going to wreck Logano if he's not in position to win the race. Now, so in that case, I don't like.
no,
if-
same thing happens, but the 45 nudged out and got the win.
I don't think so because NASCAR is going to look at it and say he was going for the win. It creates a lot of drama, and that's what we want the whole playoff
okay.
system for.
Fair enough.
So I don't think so.
And the Hamlin thing, like we just mentioned, was just
I don't
not
think-
egregious. So
I don't think Hamlin was a intentional
Yeah.
like
so.
him doing anything. So
I think he's all right.
real quick, I did want to go back. JFB did tell us Logano was yelling at guys on the track. Remember, for not getting it cleaned up quick or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there was a thing where he was yelling about the track people, or maybe it was them picking up the car or something. He was yelling at
Yeah,
the
they were
track
dragging
people.
the car or something. And yeah, I vaguely remember that.
So it's not the first time that Logano has been gone off on track workers or officials and stuff like
Had a
that.
bad
Yeah, but
day.
what does that have to do with that pit road thing?
Unless it's like NASCAR may have had a conversation with him, like, "Yo, bro, calm down," and then he does this, and it's like, "All right, we told you."
Do I think there will be a penalty?
Probably
No.
saw the same guy.
Will
It's
I
like,
be
"You're too slow."
surprised if there is one? No.
That's fair.
That's probably
That's
what.
fair.
That's probably.
You can't drive like a butthole on pit road, bro.
I think there 100% should be. I think there 100% should be. I think it's clear cut. I think pit road. There's not a place for that kind of crap.
Nah. Once
Like-
you're on pit road, people are unstrapping.
If
Guys
you-
are coming to the car to start taking measurements off of engine data and
You
tire
want to
pressure. and-
argue and do the whole thing Hamlin did when Bowman won that one time at Martinsville, where he goes up and like confronts him. That's a little bit more like
You're on
all
the
right,
racing surface.
Yeah.
Who's out there?
Exactly. You got
Nobody's
one other
out there.
driver. This has
Well,
got
if you
people.
got-
There's kids.
Well,
you got
if- like I
officials.
said, if you have like a car, like if you have another car on pit road and you're gonna bump into it, okay, that's one thing. If you're gonna deal with officials on pit road, that's one thing. If you're going to run, like basically almost run over a couple of civilians, people who are not even involved with the race or NASCAR official at all, outside of just being related to the driver, like that's kind of ridiculous in my opinion. But
Yeah.
whatever.
I'd have to say the only other thing I'd really bring up about the main race was Bell was dumb fast.
At the
Like-
beginning.
like
that was pretty good
dumb fast.
until he ran over a couple of people on pit road.
The
So he
yellow
decided
cars are
to-
dangerous.
right?
Until he
They're not
decided to
traffic cones.
make Eric Jones go lateral into
Yeah,
the
I don't know. I mean, he had a really bad He had a slow pit stop. Is that right? Did Bell have the bad pit stop? No. Oh
No.
yeah, he hit someone. I totally
hit
forgot
two
about
He
that.
hit, he hit,
He hit
Jones.
and then he hit someone alleged.
The
I
10,
thought we hit
the
someone.
10 car.
10 car.
The 10 car.
Yeah, so he hit two cars. Then he gets he goes pits again, and then too fast exiting,
Speed.
and his day was done at that.
It was Bubba that.
I mean,
had
a
that
10th
terrible
place,
pit stop.
not bad, but Bubba had the bad pit
Yeah,
stop.
that
There was
was
someone who had like an 18-second pit stop. Like,
Yeah.
oh god.
But JGR. Truex had a bad stop. And
Yeah.
so did Bubba.
Oh, yeah, he
well, I
dropped the
guess
car
I
down,
say JGR,
damaged his
but
car.
JGR pit crews in 2311.
Wild.
Yeah. So as far as like different things that kind of happen, we've kind of talked about a lot of the different things with the Cup. The option tire, I think overall, I think we kind of talked about it so far. I like it.
Much better.
Massive
So
success.
Much
my thing
better.
is, and I know you kind of talked about it. You think two tires still, right? Two options and then the rest primes, or do you think going 50-50?
Not two, but like whatever provides the most option for strategy, which I feel like this was really good.
This was the
I
optimal
wouldn't be.
choice.
I'd be okay if they said maybe give him three. I don't know if that's.
I don't-
I've been
wanna
debating
give
about that.
them-
I got to think
I
about
don't
that.
know.
I do not want to give him a red set of tires every stage.
That's where
I
I'm
would
like,
not.
Yeah, that's that.
I would not. I think one is not enough to
You
make a
get-
huge difference.
You get a 40 laps a stage, basically.
I just
Essentially.
yeah.
It's just one of those
I
things.
mean,
Like I don't want him to be
two
like
worked.
you have one in the one in the first stage, one in the second, one in the third. It's just that seems too strategic. Like you could strategize too much around that. Two sets makes it a little easier. So
I do think everyone kind of learned the two red sets strategy from Suarez's team today.
Oh, there was a lot of learning from them.
He seemed to have picked the prime moments to use them both times.
That's what I was saying at the beginning.
Prime,
Yeah.
or
Suarez,
did he pick the optional time?
Oh, well,
he
you
picked
know
the
what I
most
mean.
optimal time.
The
There we go.
optimal time. That's yes.
No, it seemed like Suarez definitely capitalized on it the
They
most.
did.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
He gained the most running outside the top 20 and then finished top 10.
Yeah.
So, I mean, good on them.
But
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, overall, I think that was a huge success. I definitely want to see them try that that tire some other places.
I don't see this tire going away.
no.
I see
Not
them
after
every
this?
short track.
What's our
Cha-ching.
next short track?
Martins,
have-
Martinsville? No.
Technically,
we have
Darlington.
Michigan. No, shut up, Matt. Michigan, Daytona,
smaller.
Darlington. And then
Is
we
it
gotta look at
Phoenix?
that. We gotta look at the playoffs. It might be Phoenix. Martinsville
Martinsville.
for sure. Let's see. DJ's pulling it up. Just gotta hit the clicker thing.
I'm
where,
working on
where are
it.
you going? No, you're going the wrong way. Anyways, here we go.
Yeah.
No, you got
I'm
it.
going
You got
the
it.
wrong
You got
way.
it. You got it. You got it.
Darlington?
No, stop,
that's what I
DJ.
said.
God dang it.
Bristol.
Bristol.
We already got the tire for Bristol.
yeah, we're
We
good.
just need to bring it out of the hall.
I still have pieces of it in my jacket if y'all
if they
need
need
it.
it.
Bristol and Martinsville and Phoenix. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if it makes. Do they put an option tire in the Phoenix Championship?
No, don't
No.
shake that
That
up.
That would
sounds
be
risky,
super
bro.
insane.
Not yet. Maybe next year.
Maybe
after they,
next
Yeah,
year.
maybe next year. But nah, it's a little too soon, I think.
No.
Well, we do have something crazy coming next year in the playoffs, so
That is
maybe
true. That is
we'll talk about that. But,
But yeah, no, I do think 2 was the best. I think they hit it on the nail this time. This
yeah,
go
for
around,
Richmond, for
sure.
what this race was, I feel like 2 was perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Perfect.
I feel like 3 maybe. I'm kind of like on the fence. Would you say no 3, Matt?
Two tires. Two
Yeah.
tires.
Well,
no, not
okay,
2 sets.
so
2
the-
tires. That's all you get.
the-
Decide what wheel you want.
And you
I mean,
decide
you don't
the
have
wheel.
to change the left, so what the hell? I mean,
So
just leave them on.
The whole race was 400 laps.
Yeah.
So if you get 40 laps out of your tires and you get 3 sets, so let's just say 1 per stage, that's 30% of the race on reds. I kind of like the 2. But
My
that's
only
just
my
opinion.
only thing with the 3 is that it might give teams a chance to be a little more apt to use them, and then you might have a little bit more mixture of the 2 tires, and then a little bit more.
Well, I like how we were kind of discussing
two
during the
is
race.
good.
We were discussing during the race too. You can take them off and throw the used ones back on for X amount of time after they cool off or whatever.
I don't know that it
know,
would be benefit.
I
though.
don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know either, but
We'll see.
maybe they would. I mean, that's
I mean, it depends on
Yeah.
what kind of cautions and other things you
Yeah.
get that may. Shape
How
that.
many
It's
laps you had
interesting
on
how
them.
this is going to develop.
we didn't see
Over the
enough
next year or
cautions.
two.
Yeah.
We didn't see enough cautions to see that last minute change in strategy
Yeah,
with regarding that kind of stuff.
I think
so,
this was exactly what NASCAR wanted.
I would agree.
A low
Yeah.
caution race where they could actually see the full extent of what the tires can do with a upset checker or caution at the end. Who knows? Ricky, he might have got called from NASCAR and said, hey, we need a caution real quick.
Either way,
Delivering
though,
the
I mean,
pizza.
just
Just
the way
to see,
the
like,
strategy
okay,
shook
let's
out.
do that 2-lap run on those fresh red tires. Let's see how that works.
But even the way it shook out, like it was still pretty interesting that Austin Dillon, who hasn't been that great all year, we saw similar with Austin Cindric, not been strong, but all of a sudden found something at this track. They hit on it. And now all of a sudden there's a real shot. I mean, Austin Dillon was winning that race before that caution.
Yeah.
Like, no doubt. Like, we were watching lap times. Suarez was going to get there, but then the Reds fell off. But, like, it just created all this, like, I mean, 20 laps to go. If everybody's on the same tire, you're like, no, it's over.
Yeah.
20 laps. But you're like, the last, like, 32 laps, we're, like, on the edge of our seat. Like, he
Hey. Oh,
it
could
was-
get there.
Yeah.
If the traffic falls in the right way, the lap time, like, you're like, I mean, he might get there. Like, it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
You know, so when we were on our edge of our seat, all
It
up
was-
to about 3 laps to go, and we're like, nah, I think he's got it. At that point, 3 laps to go.
the Recce spin house.
It's interesting. I saw a comment from Richard Childress. They asked him if they're worried about Austin Dillon now after doing what he did, you know, getting some retaliation. He's like, well, if a dog bites you and you kick it, it might bite back.
Oh.
Or might bite again or whatever. Something along those
That's
lines.
crazy.
So, or he said, here's his quote: "If you kick a dog, he might bite you, but you may be bit again."
There you go.
Hey.
Better watch yourself.
Austin
like-
Dillon.
That sounds like some junkyard dog stuff, bro.
And Denny Hamlin is out in the round of 16.
That would. Be
I guess we're
wild.
not all in.
This
Guess
man,
not.
Not everybody.
this man survived multiple near-death experiences at Daytona. Like, I think he'll be fine. Like, to be honest,
Yeah.
he'll be all right.
The it was, man, I don't know. I'm honestly more excited. Not even like the end of this race was great, but I'm actually just as excited, if not more, for the chaos that this is going to bring into the playoffs. Because
About it.
you know, like you said, that they're keeping they're holding
Everyone-
receipts.
Everyone I heard said, we're going to Richmond. There's going to be no upsets. It's going to be a cookie cutter race. Nothing wild's going to happen there.
So of the 4 races left,
Hold my beer.
of the 4 races left,
Wrong.
was this the one you had on your bucket list for,
No.
for an upset?
No.
This was
Absolutely
not,
not.
especially not after stage 1. You're like, yep, Toyota.
Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
it's all
Bell or
Toyota.
Hamlin. It's going to be one of the two. Martin might get back there. Who knows? Nope.
Wow.
Who want to
What a
drive to
wild
Richmond?
race.
Who want to drive to Richmond next year? Who want to drive to Richmond next year?
Maybe. All right, so let's move on and talk about the truck race a little bit, and then we'll get into some news that happened because
All
there
right.
was a lot of news. That
So
happened this week.
realistically, who watched
Matt's
the truck
like-
race?
I did not.
I
No.
watched the first half till my iRacing league started.
No. What about you?
I was playing Warzone.
All right, so no one watched truck race with me. I'll keep it short and simple. First 2 stages, fairly cut and dry. Not a lot happened. Stage 3 turned into the typical truck race. A lot of cautions. There was some nonsense that really occurred. The biggest thing that should be going around the internet is there was a truck. I don't know the number, but
66.
it was 66.
I only know because you showed me the video.
I can't remember the number.
66.
He was
Pick up the
straight up
sticks. Pick up-
dead.
Pick up the sticks.
Y'all done?
No.
No.
Straight up dead in the water. No power, going nowhere on the front stretch. He already passed pit road. There was no way he was making it back. They did not call the caution at all. The cars kept going. The leaders passed him. He was probably 15 cars deep before they're like, we got to throw the yellow. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
How do we go that
Oh
far?
yeah, you did show me the video. of
How
that,
do we
yeah.
go that far to where you have a car dead on the field, rolling at maybe 3 miles per hour?
I mean, it was more than that, but
And
yeah.
the cars are flying by him, coming into turn 1. I
Sounds
was
very familiar to a few
befuddled.
weeks ago.
I thought that was just absolutely insane.
I mean, it
Oh.
looked like a typical iRacing lobby.
Yeah, absolutely wild.
I don't think that's what NASCAR should strive for.
It was a good race because there was a lot of debate with who's going to be in the playoffs because that was the end.
Oh,
of
yeah,
the,
it was the cutoff, yeah.
the cutoff.
Was it really?
Matt Crafton did not make it. I'll let you know.
I totally missed that.
Yeah, that
Fox
was-
did not broadcast that
Big
enough for the first
You
half. I
weren't
watched.
watching.
I watched the first half, and that was not a main conversation piece.
Well, welcome,
Yes, it was.
welcome to Fox.
Sorry, Jake.
Meanwhile,
So
Matt,
anyways, they
meanwhile,
talked
Matt
about all
Crafton
that.
on the radio.
Yeah, Matt Crafton did not
What
make
a
it.
cutoff, Richmond.
Yeah, right. There was a few people that got locked in. Taylor Gray got locked in. I think Riggs got locked in. There was a few locked in, and then Eckes won.
Won
He
the
won the race.
regular season.
He won the regular season. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how y'all feel, but it kind of sucks going 16 races into the Truck Series and there's only like 5 winners. I really don't like that. That's one of the reasons I really like the Cup
I
Series.
say ask Formula One fans how they feel.
It sucks. I'm sorry, and I know you.
We
guys-
have way more winners.
I know
than
you
Formula
all
One.
year.
I know you guys get like those random one-off, like, oh, Kyle Busch is coming in, he's gonna get a win in the trucks, or Chase Elliott might run, something like that.
Yeah.
And that's great and dandy, and that's all fine. But really, at the end of the regular season finale, you got 5 people who won. That's sad. I think that sucks, and I don't know why it's like that, but that sucks.
To me,
Why be anyone else's fan? Like,
Yeah.
why?
To me,
It doesn't make any sense to me. There's just
I've been watching for a long time, and the
Is it how it normally
the
is?
rules in Cup change fast, a lot. So I think that creates a little more parity because the goalposts are always changing. Xfinity and Truck change a lot more slower,
Yeah.
right? A lot more slowly. I just know you're looking at me judging. Stop.
I was gonna keep my mouth shut.
But what happens is there's waves where teams will figure it out, and there will be some dominance for a while, and then there will be some changes, and it kind of like evens out for a while, and then it'll come back, and it's more like a slow wave instead of where like NASCAR you feel like the waves are just very rough all the time, and you don't know who's going to be good. Austin Dillon being good this week.
mid-season.
I would
rule
love to
change.
see his betting odds.
Oh,
Some
hope
people
some people
probably
got rich.
cashed in crazy,
Yeah.
right? So like it's just like that's the way the Cup Series is now, which is great. Like, I mean, the parity and everything that's going
Oh, I
on,
think it's
like it's
fantastic.
really good.
I just like,
But
it's
it-
just frustrating watching trucks and like, all right,
but that's
one
kind of
of
how
3 to
that's
5
kind of
people are
how
gonna win.
the Cup Series used to be.
Oh, I know. I remember. It
You
wasn't
know?
fun.
The Big Three.
Yeah.
The moniker every year. The Big Three. The Big Three. Who's the Big Three this year? Is it this? Of the 4 or 5 guys that are doing good, who's the Big Three? So I feel like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it helps the people like Corey Haim, Christian Eckes, allows them to build development and build speed. And I'm not looking for it to change because how do you then identify who your really good guys are? If you don't have really good guys and good equipment, learning how to be up front, learning how to do restarts, I think that makes them potentially better Cup racers in the future.
Yeah.
Maybe.
mean,
Maybe.
I can
this
get-
is new territory with the next gen being so different than what we have in the lower series.
Well, I don't see it with Xfinity. Xfinity, there's probably a solid 12 to 15 guys who could go up there and win that race.
Well,
yeah,
I
but then
can-
you could go back a few years when Cole Custer won 10 races.
Chase Briscoe too.
Chase
Yeah,
Briscoe.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I remember
Like
that.
like
nonsense.
there's it's seasons.
He goes in waves. Okay.
you know.
Yeah, I mean, I can get behind that too because if you can't handle waves like that, then when you get the Cup, when you're racing Richmond, and then rules change in between both of the Richmond races, rules
Or
change
NASCAR
in
changes the
mid-season,
rules mid-race.
I mean, they're
they've done that too.
NASCAR's making new rules and new
Dude, they
race
went
packages in the middle of the year.
they went crazy this
They're-
last couple weeks.
they're
During the
not-
off season. You can tell they had a lot of meetings and a lot of things changed.
Like they're
Going
not playing.
into the playoffs.
Yeah,
Like, all these rules we had, here's a bunch of amendments. Like,
yeah. So I mean,
Hold your
like
hats.
if you can't handle the lower series and their rule changes occasionally or whatever, then you're not going to be able to keep up in Cup.
Did y'all see one of the new rules that's not in the show sheet? But NASCAR says now, because of the whole Kyle Busch thing, or who was it? Kyle Larson. We're allowed to push start you under red if you can't refire. But if we,
Oh my
but,
God.
but,
Are we
but,
still talking
hold-
about
wait a minute.
Here we go.
But wait a minute. If NASCAR deems it's too far, you have to start at the rear.
Okay,
Well,
all right.
Hold on. If NASCAR says so, there's
Wow.
no like definitive number.
No,
It's gonna
Oh,
suck when
gosh.
there's
NASCAR owns
it
the
is
charter.
purely up to NASCAR.
When NASCAR
So how's
owns
that
it.
work
You
when
know-
NASCAR owns a charter?
I don't.
Classic,
We can
classic,
push
It's
him
red
around.
flag. We're just gonna push you 2 laps ahead of the field. Like,
classic NASCAR. Just like
this is a joke. Don't say this.
I
making the
figured.
most vague rules I've ever seen in my life. Just the most,
All right.
the most vague rules ever.
Let's move on to our NAS news section where we talk about some of the news that's happened this. Well, I was gonna say this week, but it's been the last 2 weeks really.
This half a
Since
month.
This Olympic break.
Why did everybody wait to drop the news till this week? These 2 weeks.
People were off.
They had nothing else to
We're
do.
on vacation.
We need something to fill the gaps.
Let's
So-
drop all the rumors.
First one up is Larson races at Knoxville, and big surprise, he wins.
Yeah,
Yup.
Knoxville Nationals.
Knoxville, yep, wins there.
100+ grand payout.
Some
I think it was
people,
like
170
180 grand or something.
Yeah, it was like
like that.
170.
some
180
people,
grand.
some people were complaining. Like Denny Hamlin complained because there's not enough, breaks in the year, and Larson's like, oh man, I gotta go race.
I would really like $180,000 in my pocket right now. That'd be great.
Old
Hey,
money.
That shows the difference between
Did
Larson
you
and
see
everyone
the video
else, though.
on social media? Because everybody was like dogging him, like, oh, he just has that NASCAR money and he just buys all the best parts and buys new stuff. And so he's like, really?
Pay to win.
Here's my crew chief going through the dumpster at the local short track scavenging parts. Show me how I have the best stuff.
Sounds like a setup.
No, bro,
All right, we
that's what
got
they
all
do.
the cameras up.
Best
Go look
driver
in the
in the world.
dumpster.
I know you don't believe it. But no, that's literally what they do. Like, oh, we can go get this front clip off this midget or this sprint car, and there's, 15% that we can salvage off of this. That's still good.
I mean, look, you see all these drivers.
He's a savage,
and
bro.
You see all these drivers and
Scavenger.
they're on vacation and stuff on their off
Savager.
week. They're on vacation and stuff. Some drivers got married and stuff, and then you got Kyle Larson out there putting in work.
Still just every day.
He out there
leaving
putting
his
in the
wife
work.
at home every weekend.
Didn't Kyle Larson's wife make a comment that like, yeah, he's like he doesn't like he's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna take some time off, and not race so much. And she's like, we still don't go to the track every single day. So I don't know what he's taking time off from or something to that effect.
Probably just thinking.
It doesn't
about
matter. I mean, he brings her to the track and she just chugs beers and he wins.
Right?
Like that doesn't sound like a terrible life to me.
Right,
Oh,
we gotta
no.
quit racing dirt so she doesn't become a raging alcoholic. With shotgunning beers every weekend.
Jeff's over here like, wait a minute. Can I,
Oh no!
can
a
I marry
24-ounce
Larson?
Miller.
NASCAR, take him back. Save his wife.
Jeff over here be like, I'll marry Larson and chug some beers. I'm telling you.
Yeah, what happened? Hold on. What happened to you? You were a diehard Larson fan.
I'm still a Hendrick
He got
guy.
popular.
I
But
still
I
love
think
Larson.
that's what it is. He got popular.
He's a Corey LaJoy fan now.
I'm a
you
NASCAR
you
hipster.
and Mitch should talk.
I'm a NASCAR hipster. I like the least popular people.
Oh, perfect. Ricky Stenhouse it is.
I think Parker
I'm a Cody Ware
Repsloff
fan.
ran today.
All right. Moving on to some other things. So
still
apparently Kyle Busch sprained his wrist in Indy and decided to Ricky Bobby his cast off in the middle of the race.
Yeah, this whole thing wouldn't be important at all, except NASCAR allows this man to drive with scissors. You can't even drive with your phone.
Right?
But sure, put in some scissors. Put that in the car.
Mama never said don't drive with scissors. Only don't run with
Bro,
scissors.
What else does he have in the car?
like, how is this so? That
Pulls
was the
out a
biggest thing.
chainsaw.
This man driving. this
out a
man
squirt
doing.
gun.
This man doing what I do on the turnpike and like driving with his knee. Like
Careful, Jeff. We don't want to show everyone everything.
Oh, easy.
You got
And I did make sure his zipper was up.
okay, good.
But no, I thought it was hilarious. He's just cutting off his gloves. Stage 2, he's like, I ain't going to win with this nonsense.
Dude,
Bro,
you think
that
Kyle
was
Busch-
wild.
You think Kyle Busch was there like,
Okay,
man, I
care.
could have won this race if I didn't have this stupid cast.
it makes you wonder because, like, literally all I could think of was Talladega Nights where he's cutting his cast off.
Big rumor for next year. Kyle Busch goes to the 3-car. No.
There's a driver swap coming.
That
Maybe.
was interesting. I do got to say, hats off to NBC for showing a great replay of the IndyCar wreck from the in-car that clearly showed the moment that when he hit the wall, his hand got thrown off the
flies
wheel.
off.
Couldn't
Yeah.
really tell what he
Yeah.
hit, but you could tell by the way it left the steering wheel. You're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That probably hit something.
yeah.
You know?
He had a fresh manicure, too.
Okay.
Actually, now that you say that, you were like
You
hyper
sort of-
fixated
He
on
said it.
hyper
His
fixated.
nails look
He was
clean. I
cutting
mean, they
it-
weren't
he
like
was
dirty or
cutting his
anything.
cast off, and he had his hand on the wheel, and he's like, "Man,
He's Kyle Busch,
his
bro.
nails are
what
really
do you, What do
good.
you expect?
Clean hands, I guess. I don't know.
He said his nails
That's a
is
weird
really
thing.
nice.
Matt's not a feet guy. He's a hand guy.
Apparently.
No.
All right. In other news,
Megan
wet
confirmed in the
weather
chat.
changes. Let's see what we have to deal with.
These are weird.
No, that was the best. That was the best.
All right, moving on.
Moving on. Wet weather changes on oval tracks. So, Jake, can you enlighten us on exactly what changes they had?
You said that because you didn't read it.
Yep. 100%.
So basically, NASCAR
Read the
says
rant.
so. If it rains, they will mandate the start on wet
Oh,
weather.
that thing. Okay.
But then you still don't know. Stop. you might know.
I know it now.
But they changed it now.
promise.
The change to go to dry tires is now not up to NASCAR. It's up to the team. So that's cool.
Did we already determine that?
No,
No, that's
Oh.
what everyone said was they were hoping it was going to go to.
What was the
but,
last rain race where they did that nonsense?
New
Chicago. They said, yeah, throw whatever you want.
No.
on. Have
This is
fun.
for ovals, specifically for ovals.
Oh, okay.
New Hampshire was
Road
I think, the
road
last-
courses, ovals was already the same.
Cool.
So now ovals, we have the same procedure.
Cool.
Probably was it Richmond?
No, it would have been
There
New
was
Hampshire.
another one. Was it New Hampshire? Did
New
we get
Hampshire.
rain?
Yeah, because we were joking like that's how you save New Hampshire is just install sprinklers.
Yes.
'Cause
I
they-
still
they-
feel the same. Option tire can't fix New Hampshire.
You know,
It's terrible.
as crazy as it would be, I kind of think a wet weather track would be kind of cool. Like a track that's just always
Stop.
wet. Like if we have
DJ,
dirt,
stop.
if we have dirt races, why can't we have wet races?
I don't know.
Just saying. All right. Shut up.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Withdraw.
Just stop it, y'all. All right. So we got Juan Pablo Montoya is showing up at Watkins Glen. He's racing for, was it 2311?
Yeah,
2311.
that's cool.
So he'll be in the additional car. That'll be cool to see him back.
I'm just gonna put it on repeat for what I said before we went live. Like Juan Pablo Montoya is like the Pokemon you don't want. Like he just randomly appears and you're just like, damn, this sucks.
Fun fact: this will be my first race ever seeing Juan Pablo Montoya race. So I will judge how good he is after Watkins Glen.
The best is like, I'm not gonna call out any like YouTube pages that I follow that are all like credible like NASCAR YouTubers and different stuff, but like they're all calling
It's
out
not us.
the social. No, it's definitely not us. They were all calling out social media because the amount of tags I saw to Watkins Glen of hide your jet dryers was ridiculous.
That's
I feel like
hilarious.
we were really close to Watkins Glen hide the jet dryers, like to trending on Twitter.
Jet dryer justice.
Bro,
Dude, Watkins Gun's like, do we need jet dryers? Keep them things away.
bro,
We can
that
run it in the
was-
rain.
The jokes were wild.
That's
You know
hilarious.
what? We're just gonna run it wet. Whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. Whatever.
Hey, we're gonna have a monsoon.
Not
It's
worth
fine.
it.
It's
not
fine.
worth it.
There was some funny AI stuff. Like it was fun. Like jet dryers hiding behind a wall. Like, bro, like, it was pretty fun. Like again, like if you don't know the whole, like go look at Juan Pablo.
Just-
his
yeah, just
jet
Google it.
dryer at Daytona.
Somehow,
Google it.
Juan Pablo
I was
Montoya
there.
returns.
Fun fact: that was my first Daytona 500.
Was it really?
Bro, the amount of people yelling crazy stuff in the stands. I was like,
Where are we?
So that was what got you hooked.
yeah.
So why are you not thrilled to see this man again?
No,
should be your
I'm
favorite
excited
driver.
for it. I honestly, I don't know. What do y'all think? I don't expect a lot.
Nah.
First time in this car.
I have no
mean,
idea.
He got to do a rookie test at Richmond. Man, what's the name of that? IRP, the road course in Richmond. Not IRP.
It's not
Oh my
IRP. I would
gosh,
say
I'm so
what-
dumb.
I don't know what track you're talking. I know there's a road course. It doesn't matter. Anyway,
Virginia International Raceway. I don't know.
GIR?
I don't know.
I don't know.
There is a road course in Virginia. He got to run a test.
I'm
on
sure
it.
there's at least
So
one somewhere.
He'll be decent, but I don't think he'll be.
That's all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he ain't gonna be SVG. I don't think.
Hey,
Fair enough.
hey, nobody
So,
that man.
But anyway,
see.
that's cool.
Yep.
I'm excited for you guys,
Yeah,
first
we'll
time.
get, we'll get to see him.
Vintage.
Yeah.
bro. The dude's not even Mexican. The amount of Mexican jokes I heard when
Oh
I was
my
at Daytona when he hit the track driver, bad, bro, bad.
All right, let's move on. So
Anyways.
Bristol is going to be hosting an MLB game between the Braves and the Reds?
The
No.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Yep. Cincinnati Reds. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
I can tell I don't follow baseball.
Me neither.
So
I just knew
I
there was
think
a
I'm
big
the-
C, and I thought that was Cincinnati.
I'm literally the
See-
only one at this table that follows baseball.
the fact that I got the Reds right is a miracle.
yeah, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
between both of us, we
that
got
was really good. That was really good.
Yeah. Dream work, the dream work.
it. Have y'all seen the
renderings? Basically, if you don't have a telescope in the far out
Bro.
lines, you ain't seeing nothing.
Did you see the math?
Yes.
Home base to the middle upper grandstands of the turns where it's going to be 1,400 feet.
Yeah. Which if
that's
I'm,
wild.
it's like what 3.5 football fields away.
Y'all give me a hard time because I went to the battle at Bristol.
Yep.
I don't know if y'all know, but a football is considerably larger than a white baseball. It's easier to see.
As someone who's gone to a lot of baseball games here in Tampa, like, you can't see the ball. You're not gonna be able to see the ball in Bristol. I'm just gonna be honest,
Y'all-
unless you're sitting right up close to it, of course.
I think it's interesting. I think it's fun. What's really cool is they had a bunch of personalities. I guess got a bunch of hot laps from drivers, although they're looking like they were driving like a Gen 5 Cup car.
Yeah.
It was wild looking. Like those
It's for
show
Juan Pablo.
It was those show cars that you see out in the front of McDonald's that never run. Yeah. I'm like, what is that?
I like how
Just
they were
threw an
like,
Ellis in it. And
I like how
got
they
her
were
going.
like,
yeah,
we're gonna make this really expensive event, and then we're gonna take one of the best teams, and we're gonna put them up against one of the worst teams.
Okay,
it's gonna be
so-
a total beatdown.
I don't know anything about baseball. Which one's the worst one?
The
Astros.
Reds.
Yeah.
Cincinnati's always been not great.
Interesting.
And then Atlanta's usually one of the top tier teams.
Interesting.
Usually in contention for like.
Is
a
there another?
national-
Is there other teams that are closer there? That so are these like the two closest teams?
Atlanta would be the
Atlanta-
closest.
Atlanta would be close.
but
yeah.
I don't,
4 hours.
Cincinnati can't be too far from Bristol.
Probably
Shouldn't be.
not. I don't really know.
Because wasn't the battle at Bristol the one you went to? It was Tennessee and
Virginia Tech.
so yeah, there's two
That,
super
but that
close.
that is almost exactly in the middle.
yeah, that's
Very
what-
close to the center.
I don't.
But
I'm
I'll
not
tell
sure
you
about
what,
Cincinnati,
Tennessee showed
but
up.
It can't be that far.
Oh, sure.
But
That junk was orange. Oh,
But-
DJ looking it up on the maps. I mean, that's cool.
But you're
I
gonna
think it's
pay.
fun.
You're gonna pay to win. Watch the Braves win.
Have you seen how much tickets are?
No,
No.
not yet.
I'm
50
kind of
bucks.
curious to look it up.
Not yet. But it would be really cool. I mean,
I see you got
yeah,
Atlanta down
it's definitely a
here.
really cool idea.
Bristol's
It's
farther
just
up
like
still.
I know Jake has like a picture of the Battle of Bristol,
It's-
and
it's
even
pretty
the
close.
football field looks kind of small.
Cincinnati, Atlanta.
The football field kind of
Where's
looks small.
Cincinnati?
So
Oh yeah, that is.
It's pretty close to
pretty
middle.
similar.
yeah, that is
Yeah,
really
yeah,
good
yeah.
then. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
Yep.
Okay.
That makes sense then.
Wait, that's Indian. Wait. Go back to the map.
Yeah,
Really?
it's
and-
a far. It's yeah.
And both teams are in the National League, so that makes sense. Yep.
That means nothing.
Hold on. That
It's
map,
weird knowing,
that map
like,
was crazy.
We flew that in like
GJ, it's kind of
What,
like
3
Eastern and
hours?
Western Conference in basketball.
no
Okay.
2
we
hours.
were
right?
directly north
Yeah.
of Bristol almost when we were in Indy. I thought we were like over by Kansas City.
Bro, not even close. There's a whole state in between you and Kansas City. There's actually almost two.
It's a
we,
lot.
we didn't go as far as I thought.
That's so funny. But
yeah,
drive
I had that wrong.
Don't
yeah,
give Jake a map.
I still don't
If Jake's
understand
not
how.
driving to Daytona, don't let him drive.
No, I know I'm going to Daytona. Homestead, kind of. Atlanta, I'm good.
Yep, Atlanta, we're good.
You
Yep.
get off in Hampton, head west.
head west.
And follow all the other traffic.
But that's fun. What's
But
our
yeah.
last news?
Last
One more.
thing was
Oh,
Oh,
Ty
bro.
Gibbs got a
You
promotion.
want to talk about favoritism?
right. No, the funniest thing to me was how
Tyler Gibbs.
so Tyler Gibbs is going to be the head of TRD after David Wilson.
Not
Also known as
not-
Ty Gibbs.
I was
no,
gonna say
not
in case
Ty
anyone's
Gibbs.
confused here,
Not
it is
Ty
Ty
Gibbs.
that was yes, it is.
But I'm pretty
Tyler
sure
Gibbs.
it might be his dad. I don't know.
That was what was
No.
really funny.
No.
Was it like when?
His dad passed away.
Ooh.
Good job.
Probably like
Jake.
an uncle or something like
Now I feel bad.
R.I.P.
I'm sorry.
R.I.P. Hold it down.
So was he named after his uncle or something?
That's sus,
that. No,
bro.
Ty
They
Gibbs'
gotta
name
be
is-
related.
It's he's named after Tylenol. Tylenol Gibbs. Because he gives everyone a headache when they watch him drive. It's like Cardi B.
I mean,
Tyler
the
Gibbs.
only thing you can give a baby or a toddler is Tylenol.
yeah, so Ty.
Makes sense.
He
Bro,
must
is
have
it
needed
Ty
a lot.
Gibbs? What the heck now? You're blowing up my whole theory. No,
This
seriously,
man's
is
got
he
an
named after
epiphany
his
right
uncle?
now.
I have no clue. Ask Joe.
Bro, there's some North Kakalaka stuff going on.
Maybe it is a clone. It could be like a clone.
Get the
or
banjo
like a,
out. But it
Something
Bro,
like
a
that.
clone. Shut up.
I was trying to see if I could pull up who it is. I am not finding much.
Tyler Gibbs.
Tyler
that's Ty.
Randall.
That's Ty.
Randall. Randy Gibbs over there.
Randy.
It's the same name.
Randy is like the
They're
whitest
literally
name ever.
Bro, this is some Alabama stuff. Y'all got same people named in your family?
It could be Ty Gibbs. Like maybe he's stepping away. Kyle's coming back.
Wilson.
Thank
Somehow
God,
Kyle
if
Busch
that's
So,
returns.
anyways, David Wilson, head of TRD, is retiring, and Tyler Gibbs is replacing him.
Whoever that is.
Yeah, the funniest part is how everything like
It's not clear.
It's really not clear. It's really weird.
It's just Tyler Gibbs. I only know one Tyler Gibbs.
Yep.
Is
And-
Ty Gibbs' name actually Tyler?
The funniest
Yes.
part to me is
Yes.
this
Just making
article.
sure.
Yes.
Just making
Yes.
sure.
The funniest part to me is
making
this
sure.
article on Forbes written about it has Kyle Busch in 18 M&M gear talking about Tyler Gibbs. You couldn't find a more current photo of the man?
Is that Tyler Gibbs?
It
in
must
the
be.
photo?
Apparently. I mean,
I asked
No, that
be-
is definitely.
I
oh
asked
no, that's
because-
David Wilson. That's the guy that was here before.
Oh, Ty Gibbs is the child in front. it's a few years old.
Stop. Just stop.
I mean,
So, who is the real Tyler Gibbs, head of
I have-
TRD? Anyways, I just want to say this.
Like
maybe
some
Ty,
real
Gibbs, maybe
Slim
Ty Gibbs'
Shady
name
stuff
is actually
going on over
Tyrone.
here.
The whole reason why I put that in there, like if y'all didn't think Toyota and Joe Gibbs were in bed together, well, now they are for sure. How
I
many
do love
Gibbs
a
could
good-
there be? I've never met a Gibbs.
Depends how many you clone.
This man said they're literally in bed together. Literally.
That's a business term. You never heard that?
They're wittily.
I mean,
in bed
I've heard-
together.
I've heard
No,
of it.
Yeah, it's a business term.
I thought you were saying it literally that time. Though.
The best was
You
when
just
I
said
was,
it was
I was
Alabama
working
stuff.
for a company, and they decided they were going to get in, and
Oh,
start working for this other company, but the company's name was Whore. HOAR, and the owner of our company was like, "Yeah, we're gonna get in bed with whore and go to work for him." I was
Just
like,
whoring themselves out?
What is happening?
So we got someone in the chat
That's a
asking
crazy
us a
thing.
question. We did kind of talk about this before, but I don't recognize your name, so just in case,
So
we'll
say
go ahead and
roll
answer.
tide. Gross. Sorry.
Stop
Gross.
it! He's watching
Yeah,
our
okay.
video. It's okay. You can like
Thanks for
who you
being
want
here.
We love you as a subscriber, but like, don't.
Anyway.
Oh no, he
ever again.
left.
and he's gone. So he said he heard Dana White is working with NASCAR on the NASCAR E Series. Yes, that is
Yeah, that is
definitely seems to be the case. I'm actually a huge fan of it. I think in general we are. It doesn't sound like it's going to be a direct NASCAR like series. It's going to be more of a separate series that NASCAR is going to help them with.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
So I'm all about. So think, I guess, more
To
like
me-
something closer to like an IROC or like a.
If it adds up 4 series,
SRX.
that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of down.
Yeet.
A NASCAR promoted SRX.
Yeah,
would
a
be more
NASCAR
like it.
promoted
Yeah.
SRX was
Yep.
as a
Yep.
much
I mean,
closer.
They
Cool.
quit, so
I don't know. It sounds dead in the water. I don't think any.
No, I think it's dead on the
manufacturer-
battery.
I don't think any manufacturer is like wanting to move forward with this because all electric sales are.
They are hurting a little
they
bit.
are going down.
I
right.
see. You might get one fun race out of this electric car, and that's like, all right, we're done with that.
Yep, it'll be. I'm interested. Let me put it that way. We're interested to see what they do.
So
but
what I heard is they may become a part of the whole, what's it?
Use your words.
The electric rally cross. What's it called?
the Nitro Cross stuff.
Is it Nitro Cross?
Nitro Cross is not not that I'm aware of. Is not a fully electric.
There
thing.
is a rally, kind of rally series that's
Oh, the Tron
you know.
series.
Shut up.
All right, let's move on to rumors.
Anyways, like there is
A
an
NASCAR
electric
rally
series
series is what
there
you
that
said.
it has some momentum that I could see NASCAR kind of becoming a part of. But Dana White owns that, so I could see them kind of
Yeah.
coming.
I'm
together on
interested because the man knows how to promote sports, so I think
Yeah.
he
that.
could
I
be
don't
good.
know. I mean, his wrestling league's a little weak, but
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
Have you ever heard of Power Slap?
why
Or
isn't
men
NASCAR in
slap
Power
each-
Slap?
What?
There should be no fines if there's a Power Slap face off.
Just the
bring-
table
just
right
bring
there.
Ricky Stenhouse versus Kyle Busch.
Just
Kyle
have them
Busch
stare
comes
off.
around the thing and Ricky's at his hauler with a
Cuts
table.
off. Cuts off his
Not
cast
even
for
that,
the
bro. That
power
would be if you get Dana White involved, you can make a whole thing out of it. Like, okay, these two drivers are beefing. You hype it up for 8 weeks. Have an
bro,
8-week camp.
give the charity
Bro,
and stuff like that.
No,
Pay-per-view?
Playoff points.
Yes.
Bro, I would buy that pay per view.
They do it like Mario Kart. You can
Stenhouse
steal
or
each
Ryan
other's.
Priest slap it out.
They do it like Mario Party. You can take each other's playoff points.
I want to
Right?
see.
Like the
I
stars.
want to see Joey Logano get the hair implant slapped off him.
Yeah, you wow.
This is why we can't have you on the show. All right, let's go to rumors. Rumors for the playoffs. The first one we got is a doozy.
Well, there's a whole rumor. I guess the whole playoffs have been leaked. Kind of. Jordan
Supposedly,
Bianchi shared it.
What are you doing?
Why are you deleting
No.
my rant?
No, you told me that was not real.
Anyways, that's for the that's
That's the after hours
actually
show.
real.
that's for the OnlyFans content.
Yo, that's crazy.
But
What did he say?
the whole
What did he say?
the whole playoffs have been leaked from Jordan Bianchi, so it's pretty much a lock because he doesn't post hardly anything that doesn't miss. There's nothing too crazy, a lot of flat ovals, but now with the whole new tire, hold on, maybe now we feel good about it. The big thing is Talladega round of 8.
I'm about it. Bring it
Really,
on.
really, really,
End of
Matt,
the round of 8.
Matt, really, really, really tell me your thoughts.
All right, my thoughts are: if you're gonna end the regular season on a super speedway, why not end the round of 8? Why not? You're gonna start the season off at a super speedway.
It's the only place Brad can win.
You know what? I didn't even think about that.
gonna
That's
say-
You're
right.
lying,
my
bro. Shut
gosh,
up, man.
bro.
You're
We got a
lying.
chance. We can bring it back. No, I think it's good. I mean,
Yeah, you just want to win at Talladega, run fourth at
No.
Phoenix.
several times.
Fourth. I think you're being generous.
Several times we have watched the round of, what was it, 12 at that time? We're like, this is the best round. It straight up was the best round. It had the intermediate, the
Talladega and Bristol.
the
Fire.
short track, the intermediate, and the super speedway. And we're like, this is fantastic. Why is this the round of 12 and not the round of 8? And there was like, oh, well, it's not true. And you
I
could
do
get
not
Mickey
remember
Mouse
this
wins.
conversation.
We've said it
We-
every
we
year. We're
have.
like,
We
the
have.
round of 12 is a great mix. Yeah, just move it up. Especially with Martinsville
Or
and the
back,
short track.
technically.
Yeah, I guess back.
Okay,
With
I
Martinsville kind of
agree.
being like, whatever right now.
Or Caesar.
I'm just saying, man, you want to keep it active and keep it alive? Let's do it. I'm
I
down.
agree, but
if it
like,
don't work, it don't work. I mean, they can. It's NASCAR. They can do whatever they want.
They
It
can
could
change
only
their
be
mind.
Yeah, it could only be a one-time thing. But I'm
mean-
down. Let's do it.
I mean, location, bro. I mean, like if you take the plate track and make it the first race, like that's a different dynamic. But when you're making it like the last race, I think it's the last
middle.
race.
It's the middle race.
Oh, I thought it was the last race.
I thought it
My
was the
bad.
last race too.
Oh, okay. Well, even
Middle.
then,
Oh.
the further back you push it, the more
horrible.
intense it gets. Like that's crazy.
It's. I think it's Kansas, Talladega, Martinsville.
Martinsville ending it is still great.
I
I'm not
could have
gonna lie.
swore it was Kansas, Martinsville, Talladega.
No.
I thought I
I
was
thought
on
I
the same
saw
page as
where
you. I
I
thought
thought
it
I
was the
saw
last
Talladega
race.
ended it. Yeah, I thought I,
I
saw
like
that.
Talladega.
No,
ends it.
shut, bro. I'm
telling you, Talladega and then Phoenix.
I had a feeling it was the last race.
Talladega, then Phoenix.
I'm about it, bro.
Jesus.
Let's go.
That's,
Bring it in.
let's take the two most opposite
All right,
tracks
Jeffrey,
and put them
please.
next to each other.
You're like, let's take these two opposite. Easy.
Listen, we need a bigger table.
We
Jake,
do need a
Jake,
bigger
we need
table.
Jake, we need a bigger table.
I'm about it. I really
Bro,
am.
it's a pool table. Jesus.
We need a
We
bigger
need a
table.
Talladega table.
Don't give him ideas. He'll have a Daytona table next
So
week.
yeah, I'm about
That
it.
sounds like a good
I don't
idea.
know anything about the next year's playoffs or not playoffs. The whole schedule except for that because I guess NASCAR is just not going to announce it
Doesn't
because
seem like
nobody wants to figure out a charter deal because everyone's greedy. That's pretty much it's all come down to.
No, NASCAR's greedy.
Everyone's greedy. Y'all can't just play nice and
Well, the
race
teams
a
are
car.
losing money, so.
They always have been for the last 20 years. It's common
Well,
knowledge.
Rick Hendrick said 40 years ago, if you want to make a very small fortune in racing, you better start with a very large
Okay,
one.
so what's different?
Nothing.
There you go. They're all greedy.
They could all make double money and still lose.
Yes, because of Recce.
We need, instead of 300 engineers, we need 600. That's literally the way it'll go.
Yeah,
Well, we
whatever
need-
money they get and save, they're just gonna spend.
We need a
and
higher
lose more money.
We need a higher percentage on payout and a spending cap that matches.
You
and
want a
goes up.
spending cap?
That goes up with inflation. Yeah, whatever
Oh
Hendrick
God,
spends,
that's gonna be high.
whatever Hendrick spends, that's the cap.
Wow.
They have the most people. They have the most engineers. That should be the cap. That's it. If you can't figure it out with that, you're screwed.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
You're gonna win once a year, like Austin Dillon.
What's the next one?
Next one is The Rock.
Yeah,
coming
rumors
back for Xfinity.
Rumors. The
Hold on,
Rock.
wait. What are your thoughts on Talladega?
Talladega and it being the ending race of the round of 8.
Let's-
Now, remember, Ross
it's the
Chastain has
mid.
won it.
Y'all are wrong. It's the mid. It's the mid race.
No, you didn't confirm that.
It's,
Okay.
You didn't show us
If
that.
it's
How-
the, if it's
no.
the mid, I'm okay with it.
I'm pretty sure it's Kansas. That's the only thing I'm pretty sure about. But it's Talladega, Martinsville.
I'm okay with it then. I was not until if it's the end, I'm not. I don't think it's a good cutoff race because I think that kills the Martinsville race. Because the Martinsville race, what makes it good is it's the cutoff.
Yep.
So I think you have to keep Martinsville as the cutoff. So if you move Talladega to the cutoff, I think you just destroyed.
Can't wall ride
Your-
at Talladega.
And you
Yes,
can't,
you can.
Can't do it at Martinsville either. Not anymore.
What was the
So-
last good Martinsville race y'all saw?
The Hail
Wall
Melon.
ride.
All right, so the last lap.
Well, I mean, when Bowman won and did Hamlin threw a fit.
That was kind of good.
That was
That's
fun.
pretty. It
was
wasn't.
fun.
Yeah, but it was a long time.
When
ago.
when
Yeah.
Chase Elliott wrecked Hamlin and he got booed, or when Hamlin wrecked Chase and Chase talked smack, he got
I
booed.
thought that was Bristol.
That was fun. No.
That was
So
another.
who-
That was another incident. That was
Oh.
that was
Probably.
that was Harvick and Elliott at Bristol.
I thought it was Kyle Busch.
It might have
gave
been
him
him
the double
too.
birds.
That was also
Anytime
Kyle
we
Busch.
go to Martinsville and Hamlin gets booed is a good time.
Anytime Hamlin gets booed, it's a good time.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
I think we're both wrong.
What?
If I'm looking at the right schedule.
Let me see.
why
well, it
don't you just
hasn't
tell
been
us?
released yet, so
The suspense is
saying,
killing
it's
me.
saying
Wrong. Miami won't be in the playoffs next year,
that's true.
Uh,
It's already been.
which is
yeah, already
even
kicked out.
worse.
that is a terrible thing.
okay. Good thing I was looking at the wrong one.
Y'all,
then.
what are
I
y'all
was like,
doing
whoa.
next summer or next spring? Want to go to Want to go to Homestead?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
I'm
go to the
I'm
playoff
not about
Talladega
this.
race.
I'm not about it. I don't mind it in the early rounds because there's a lot of
Fun police is here, everybody.
no. I mean, there's a lot of fat that needs to be trimmed. Austin Dillon, Austin Cindric, Daniel Suarez.
What do you got to get? What do you
Let them get wrecked out.
Chastain.
That's a little rough.
It is rough. I mean, he can win the race. Why not?
We won Phoenix last year, bro. I'm like, come on.
He's
Yeah,
won.
he could go back to back.
Look, I even got the diecast this week. They're like
Back to
really late,
back.
but
It's okay, Lionel. We still love you.
with the windshield.
With the windshield.
with the windshield, that looks completely wrong, but it's not. I mean, it's weird. Y'all should have sent a memo.
All right, let's move this. Let's move
But
this
no,
thing
like
along.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Bro, it's getting late. We gotta move this thing along.
All right, let's move.
Come on, man.
All
You
right.
got a bedtime or something, bro?
Yeah, I do.
It is 11.
Yep. This is what happens when we have a
Oh.
night race. All right. The Rock is coming back to Xfinity is another rumor.
Maybe.
Yeah,
So
that's a big
this
rumor.
is the rumor section. Keep in
Yeah,
mind.
that's a rumor. Just sounds like they're gonna test it out next year. Don't know what it's gonna replace or when it's gonna be.
I've been
there.
hearing trucks maybe to the Rock. I haven't heard Xfinity.
I heard Xfinity. No trucks though.
I
It's
saw.
weird. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I saw a Xfinity schedule that may be true, not, but the Rock wasn't on it.
Yeah. Okay.
But the trucks one did.
Weird. Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm all for the Rock coming back.
Man, me too.
Bring it
The
back.
Rock.
I don't think I've actually ever seen a race at the Rock.
I don't think I have either.
I don't think we've watched. I think it went.
I don't know if I have either.
Oh wow.
We're about
It was like early 90s.
Oh, was
I
it
was
that
gonna say,
early?
That's
Okay.
before. That's
You know how
before
the
my
Rock
time.
lost his date?
No.
They gave a second date to Texas.
Ew, brother.
Can I get a?
Yeah, but ooh.
Can we get a throw up emoji in the chat?
No.
All right. So,
All right.
what? Justin Haley to the 7. That's a big rumor.
What?
That one's.
I haven't even heard that.
I have not.
I
but
don't know if
that's-
I've heard that
Last
either.
I heard, Kyle Busch is going to the 7. What happened?
I have not heard. I've heard that one too. But
That's
yeah,
a
no.
big
Justin Haley
trade-off.
to
Oh,
the
sorry.
7.
Yeah,
Very
no,
quiet.
Kyle Busch to the 7. Rodney Childers.
Maybe.
Powerhouse.
Could be.
Powerhouse.
No, I mean that's why it's the rumor is because Justin Haley's committed to Rick Ware Racing and all
Kyle
this
Busch
kind of
has
stuff.
to be
but-
out. If
Rick
Austin
Ware.
Dillon's winning, Kyle Busch has got to be out.
Yeah, right.
It makes you wonder.
I don't know. It's just like I said. It's just a rumor. Saw it on some other credible posts. So who knows?
I'll talk about
Yeah,
the next one.
who knows?
Haas Factory talking to Haley D, and we talked about that
Who else they got? That's the real question.
3 weeks ago. But that seems to be continuing. So the next one is Riley Herbst, still favored for the third 2311 team.
Yep.
That's all pending if they can get the charter agreement, I guess, situated to where 2311 is happy about it.
I can't believe we still don't have
I
a charter.
was just about to say
Yeah.
we were just talking about that
That's-
during the
and-
race. We're like, ooh, we don't
You know
even
what else?
about that.
There's been no words about it.
no, there's
Zero.
not,
Nothing. Radio silent.
which probably is not good.
No.
I don't know, because if it wasn't good, 2311 would be crying and complaining like they normally do.
You know,
So to me, this makes
Maybe.
me almost think like a deal is coming close.
maybe.
Because I think the whole charter agreement and the schedule, especially because we go to Mexico and the Clash not paying well, like there's probably like a lot of negotiations that tie those things together. And we'll probably, whenever one or the other gets announced, the other will be right behind it.
Maybe.
Because I
Yeah,
can
It's gonna be
imagine
an
like
info drop like crazy.
if you're Aspire, if you're Aspire Motorsports, if you're a 2311, why are you going to go run the Clash in Bowman Gray if it pays losing money to even run it?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah,
would you
that's
go tear a bunch of stuff up for lost money?
Yep.
Makes no sense. Why would you go to Mexico if you don't have to run the whole season? Which sounds like Mexico could be like late July, early August, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you go if you don't have to run the full season?
Yeah.
So I think those two will come together within a week or two.
Maybe. Yep. And so I don't know. I just can't believe this far into the season, especially after the break. I figured we'd probably hear something over the
Well,
break.
they're gonna.
that came to
I mean, they're
agreement.
gonna have to drop
pretty
a schedule soon.
That's-
People have to buy
yeah.
tickets.
I mean,
Holiday
Daytona,
season's
Daytona's going to be third week next
This
year.
isn't the
Yeah,
first
Third
time
week
I've
in
seen-
February.
This isn't the first time.
You
I've
never
seen
know with
NASCAR
other-
What's
do
the
this,
next
though.
race we're going to? I don't care then. As long as there's a race the next week.
Jeez.
They're wild.
As long as there's a race.
If they
the
could
next
put
week.
Atlanta another month behind Daytona so we could do both, that'd be great.
Yeah,
Let's go back to Atlanta in late March. Perfect.
Kuzman has a couple.
Yeah, I mean, we
thoughts.
did it before though.
Kuzman has a couple of quick thoughts for us. He said the best Martinsville race ever was Kenseth taking out Logano.
Facts, bro.
That was a good
He was
one.
also saying for Rockingham, leave the weeds in the track.
Yeah.
Just make it a feature, not a bug.
Yeah,
I'm kind of about it.
Martinsville.
You're not in the marbles. You're in the weeds.
Nah, Martinsville is a goated cutoff race.
Yeah.
Like round, at least for a round, any of the rounds. In my opinion, like look, like I you see stuff like the Kenseth thing and Logano thing, which I mean that was a long time ago, but then you got like the wall ride and all that stuff. Like it's exciting.
You
I think it's
absolutely
good.
with The Rock, you absolutely have to worry about oversaturating the market.
Yeah.
You can't add The Rock without taking away from something else.
In that area.
And honestly, Spring Martinsville, I guess Richmond too, they've sucked for a long time.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would definitely trade one of those two for a Rock.
I agree. All right.
I'll trade your
fair.
Spring Martin for a Rock.
Sounds like a good trade.
Matt
For
loves,
a Rock.
Matt loves rocks.
All right. So let's move on to our
I
questions.
was about to say the same.
We'll move on to our questions of the week. So first question is, who wrecks Austin first, Logano, Hamlin, or 2311?
Oh, it's got to be Logano.
Logano,
It
100%.
has.
I
to
think
be
Logano's
Logano.
going to wait for it to be like
A
impactful.
cutoff or something.
If anyone has the least excuse, it would be 2311.
I mean, he almost
out of the
wrecked his
three.
wife.
But
Well, no, he almost wrecked Austin's wife.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like, yeah, no, he.
Austin can't get wrecked if he wrecks all three first.
I mean, he did great today.
He definitely
Maybe 2 weeks in
tried.
a row.
I mean, that was almost a strike, you know.
I'm gonna make your life miserable the whole rest of the season.
All right,
I mean,
so in the chat, we also have a question. If we go to Mexico, why not just go back to Japan? Better market, and NASCAR's already done it years ago.
Japan is cool.
We can't even get the freaking Bowman Gray.
We can't even get a charter.
We got the teams complaining about Mexico, and it's literally harder to go to California.
How would you take cars over there? Do you put them on a plane
You
or
have
a
to
boat?
ship them more.
Ship them over boat.
Put 'em
Ship
on a
them
boat.
with on a boat or
Shipping
a
container?
giant cargo planes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not.
I
It's
take
not.
the plane.
We should probably call F1 if we're going to do that.
Yeah, probably.
How do y'all do this?
Oh,
again?
they just hook it up to a helicopter. Remember, they just pick them up and fly them around.
Yep.
They
That's
just
it.
engineer their parts on the way.
If you time it right, you can go outside of your house if you're in the track or in the direction, and you can see it all the cars flying over you. No, that's definitely not happening.
It's like balloons.
The last question, DJ. I'm sorry, I
No,
don't
you're
know
good.
why I didn't save. The question was, have we ever done a NASCAR racing experience? We've done it. I've done it twice at Daytona. Matt, you've done it.
I've done it once.
I have not yet. I want to.
I've said that I wasn't gonna do it until I was gonna drive it because I wanted to just skip all that.
But you should just ride because
But-
they do 180.
Yeah,
It's kind of wild.
but
It's fun.
I don't know. We'll see.
If you
Next
can get
time,
it on
maybe.
sale, it's 100% worth it. Even if it's the first time you've done it, I think it's what, like 130, 140.
It's not absurd.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's fun.
For like what, 5-6 laps, something like that.
like 4.
Yeah.
And yeah, if that's the case, you have to go to Daytona because it's obviously a huge track. So like you get your money's worth more.
Yeah, I don't
there.
think I'd want to do it at a short track.
Bristol would be fun.
You think so?
I would love it.
I imagine Bristol they'd give you more laps though.
That banking would be
I would
insane.
hope so.
You get
Yeah.
50.
Oh jeez.
The Bristol banking would be insane.
Yeah.
The Daytona banking's a little wild, man.
Daytona's pretty well. I mean, we should know. We
Yeah.
took a walk.
No,
look at
no,
that.
no,
No, but
no,
to
no,
answer
you
the
didn't.
question,
You didn't
no,
do a
have
thing.
not yet.
We
Would
did
love to.
under the tour. It was fine.
Mm-hmm.
We had permission from somebody.
I mean,
Oh.
we may have. I mean, I
G-Man?
get it. I
G-Man
get it.
gave
We
you
may.
permission?
G-Man. I mean, we may allegedly have been up on the track. I mean, I know how it is. You know, a time or two.
That's,
We have a
no,
good photo that nobody will ever see.
That is a
I'll let
terrible
you
idea.
Check our OnlyFans.
Vets in the chat is saying we should do it on acid. No, that is
What?
a terrible idea, bro.
Absolutely not.
That is 100% how you
I will
kill
trade
yourself.
you acid for
I
a
don't do
Miller
drugs.
Lite.
I mean, it's not the first time we've been offered acid.
Daytona's wild.
Oh, on the way to go do that thing. Remember?
That was wild.
Yeah, I remember
That
that.
was definitely wild.
This is the most vague description we've had in a
I
long
remember
time.
that.
If
I
you want,
know.
if you want the full story, come to Daytona in August. We'll be there.
Yeah, we could talk about it then. All right, so next week, where are we going?
Michigan.
Michigan.
I don't. That's not accurate.
I
didn't
know,
update
I
it.
know.
I know Cup, Xfinity. I'm pretty sure trucks are all going to be there. ARCA, I have no idea. I think they. That may be accurate. Hold
my
on, wait a
gosh.
minute.
Oh my gosh, we don't know. We're not going to go by it.
Michigan.
Michigan. I'm excited
We're
for
going to
Michigan.
Michigan. Michigan should be good. It was
Michigan's
pretty
usually
good last
pretty
year.
solid. That's
Brad's
that's
gonna
usually
win.
one of the least complained about
Brad's
races.
not going to win.
Brad's going to win.
Brad
Speak
got
it
his
into
one a
existence.
year.
Existence. Yeah, where's
Oh my
Chastain's?
gosh. Don't bring it up.
Anyway, well,
Bye-bye, playoffs.
All right, guys.
Bye-bye.
Rick Hendrick got in his mind, bro. It's rough.
All right, well,
Got
y'all.
his pocketbook.
But I got my diecast.
All right. And on that note, we're going to take off. We'll see you guys later. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week after Michigan. Take it easy, y'all.
See ya.